Hello and welcome. My name is David, and I'll be guiding you through this gentle Vinyasa practice. We'll begin in a seated position, so come sit on your hips. Option to cross your legs, or option to find any other comfortable seated or lying position that best helps your physical body transition onto our mat. Place both palms onto your heart space, an option to close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. We'll begin our practice by coming to our breath. Take an open mouth exhale, release your air. Then inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Then open mouth exhale, release your air. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Open mouth, exhale. One more round on your own. Then continue to breathe at a normal rhythm, at a normal pace. I invite you here in this moment to set an intention for your practice. I offer the intention of being present to what you need here, no matter what your day has looked like, or your week ahead or past has looked like. Just work to find grounding, energized movement here on your mat to connect within. Invite yourself to take autonomy over your breath, over your postures, over the way you move your body, to connect to your inner joy, to connect to that inner spirit that lives within you. And slowly blink open your eyes, release your palms. And to begin our practice in our pranayama, we'll begin with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. I'll go ahead and demonstrate here. I'll extend my palm and I'll bring my index and my middle finger to my palm. I'll close off my right nostril, inhale through my left. I'll close off my left nostril and exhale through my right. Inhale through my right. Close off my right, then exhale through my left. That's a full cycle of that alternate nostril breathing. It's a really beautiful breath practice to connect the right and left hemisphere of the brain. It's nice and calming, and it helps with any anxiety. So we'll go ahead and take 3 rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Extend your palm, bring your index and your middle finger to your palm. Close off your right nostril. Inhale through your left. Close your left, then exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Close your right, exhale through your left. 2 more rounds of your own breath. See if you can inhale and exhale even more fully. And once you've completed your last round, just take a few breaths in and out through your nose and notice any differences that maybe come up in your physical body, in your energy. Let's take a moment of reflection. Then we'll start to move into our asana practice, our physical practice. Let's meet in tabletop. So stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Spread your fingers wide. Draw your belly button in. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your stomach. Create a U shape with your spine. Then send your focus out in front of you. Exhale, cat pose. Round through your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. Round your shoulder blades away from your spine. Breath to movement. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your stomach, look up. Exhale, cat, round through your spine. Tuck your tailbone. And then find that breath to movement for yourself. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Start to explore the shapes your spine can make. Explore the sensations you can feel as we mobilize our spine. Then option to take dancing lion as you move into your cat-cow, sort of like that barrel roll shape. Just explore what feels good, what helps you feel connected to your body here as we begin our practice. I think cat-cow is definitely my favorite series of postures. Feels so good to mobilize the spine right away in class. And slowly come back into a neutral tabletop. Plant your weight into your right palm. Inhale, extend your right leg back, and then reach through your left arm for our bird dog. Press your palm into your mat. Bend your right elbow, so avoid hyperextending your elbow joint. Squeeze your right glute. Then soften your chest as you reach through your left arm. Take an inhale. Then exhale, lower back into tabletop. Other side. Place your weight into your left palm. Hey, Bowser. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Reach your right arm long. Then hold and breathe here. Press your left palm into your mat. Bend your left elbow. Avoid hyperextending your elbow joint. Actively engage your left glute as you reach long through your right arm. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale back into tabletop. Pet your kitty if you have one. Moving on from here. Inhale, tuck your toes. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips high and create the upside down V with your body. For down dog, I like to send my feet really wide so my pinky toes come to the edges of the mat. Then give your knees a generous bend so your heels can melt towards your mat. Reach your chest towards your thighs. Take 3 full rounds of breath here as we lengthen our back line. Check in with your jaw, check in with the features of your face. Make sure you're relaxing these points in your body. Inhale, look towards your wrists. Then exhale, ragdoll. Walk your feet behind your wrists. And for ragdoll, I like to bring a lot of space between my feet. Again, pinky toes to the edges of my mat. Give your knees a generous bend so your chest can fall onto your thighs. Then find an arm variation here that speaks to you. Grab for opposite elbows. Maybe interlace your fingers. Capture the nape of your neck. Just facilitate spinal opening. Again, breathe into your body as we're just warming up and integrating our physical body into our practice. So be kind to it with your full breath. Extend your left palm down to your mat. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the ceiling, and then hold and breathe. Generously bend into your left knee. Work to lengthen your right leg long. Spiral through your chest and your back as you reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Take a full inhale. Then exhale, lower your right palm to your mat. Other side. Inhale your left arm high. Hold and breathe. Bend through your right knee. Work to lengthen your left leg long. Spiral through your torso as you lengthen your left arm towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Then exhale, lower your left palm down to your mat. Bring your feet hip-width distance or your feet to touch, whatever you best like for your practice. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, and as slowly as you can, rise into a standing position, stacking your bones on top of one another. As you come standing, take 3 shoulder rolls to find space and expansion in your chest and in your collarbones. And we'll start to build our Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms overhead, and then hold and breathe. Spread your toes wide, draw your kneecaps up towards your hips, and then shorten the distance from your hip tips to your ribs. So tuck your tailbone down to lengthen your lower back. Soften your chest and your rib cage. Then bring your arms forward in front of you to soften your shoulder girdle. Take a full inhale through your nose. Then exhale, forward fold. Slowly hinge at your hips. Reach your palms down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins or your thighs, and then hold and breathe. Rock more weight into your toes. A slight bend in our knees so we don't hyperextend our legs. And then wherever you've placed your palms, press them into your legs to lengthen the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Then for more back strengthening, kiss your shoulder blades together. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale, squat and curl. Place your fingertips to your mat. Raise your heels over the ball mounds of your toes. Then drop your forehead to your knees. Squat and curl is a great way to compress our front line as we lengthen our back line. It's also great to stretch the bottoms of our feet. Sometimes we don't get that type of stretch. So breathe into any sensations that come up here in this moment. Inhale, high plank. Plant your palms into your mat, then step your feet back. We'll hold our high plank for 2 full rounds of breath. Avoid hyperextending your elbow joints by bending your elbows. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling. Engage your glute muscles to connect your lower half to your upper body. Inhale, shift forward. Bend your knees, then slowly lower your chest to your mat. Thanks, Bowser. My cat is loving the yoga mat today. Inhale, lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Keep your palms right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chest off of your mat and then hold and breathe. Bring little to no weight in your palms. So we're relying on our back muscles to lift our chest off of our mat. Engage your glute muscles. Option to keep your feet hip-width distance or work to bring your heels or any part of your legs together to work on your inner thigh strength. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down. We'll take 2 more rounds, breath to movement, of rippling baby cobra. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Moving on here, inhale, tabletop or high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. And that series of movement we just built is our Surya Namaskar A. We'll find that all breath to movement, moving into our Vinyasa. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet towards your wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Press down, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, nice and slow. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, squat and curl, get small. Inhale, high plank, firm through your core and your glutes. Exhale, lower down, slow and controlled to your belly. One round here. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Continue to tune in with your breath. Inhale, mountain pose, reach long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog. Take a full inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more like that. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful work in our sun A. Let's start to build our sun salutation B. Inhale, look towards your palms. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet towards your wrists. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink down into an imaginary chair. Reach your arms overhead, and then hold and breathe. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. If not, feel your weight transfer back into your heels. And then a little self-adjustment. Bring your palms to your hips, those bony points you feel, your hip bones. Then squeeze those together to lengthen your spine long. And then see if you can sit back into your imaginary chair a little bit more, helping yourself find that depth as you squeeze your hips. And then from there, if you're ready to add your arms back, reach your arms overhead and soften your chest. Take an inhale. Then exhale, chair with airplane arms. Bring your chest parallel to your mat and your palms parallel as well. Rock more weight back into your heels. Again, if you want to bring your palms to your hips, squeeze them in. Feel everything squeeze in together to your midline. Rotate your shoulder heads back. Moving on here. Inhale, mountain arrow. Press your palms together, straighten your legs, reach your heart towards the ceiling, a slight back bend. Then exhale, forward fold, slowly hinge at your hips. Nice and controlled. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Then exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg back. Drop your left knee to your mat. And here in our first split leg position, we'll take a few moments to acquaint ourselves with any sensations, any stickiness we need to work out and breathe into. So a few moments here on your own. For me, I like to pull out of the lunge in my right leg to lengthen my right hamstring muscles. And then rebend into the lunge to stretch my left hip. I'll move in and out of that 3 times here. And then we'll slowly start to come back as a class. Tuck your left toes if your ankle's flat on your mat. Lift your left knee off of your mat. We're gonna set up for warrior 1. So spiral your left heel down to a 45-degree angle. Bend your right knee over your right heel. And then inhale, reach your arms overhead. Hold and breathe here. Again, make sure your right knee stacks over your right heel. Try not to bend it too far over. If you need a little bit more space between your legs to make sure it stacks over your right heel, then find that modification and better alignment for yourself. Press your left heel back into your mat. And then if you can imagine those barbershop poles, that red, white, and blue sort of spiraling barbershop image, imagine it spiraling from your left heel up your left leg. That'll help you pull your left hip forward as you drag your right hip back. From there, soften your ribs, lengthen your arms overhead. Take an inhale through your nose. Then exhale, warrior 3, arms. Keep your warrior 1 legs. So this is a nice spinal strengthener as we integrate our feet deeper into our mat. Continue to lunge deeply into your right knee. Drag your right hip back. And as if you're reaching for something in front of you, extend long through your chest, your shoulders, and your arms. Inhale, warrior 1, full realization, reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, warrior 2, spiral your left heel down, a little bit open, more open, and open up your hips. Take any movements you need here to adjust into your warrior 2. Then when you're ready, extend your arms long. Ensure that your right knee stacks directly over your right heel. Press down through your left foot. And then if it feels good to bring in that self-adjustment, squeeze your hips so you feel that line of energy squeeze into the midline as you reach long through your arms. Inhale, reverse your warrior, flip your right palm, and reach towards the ceiling. Notice if you've pulled out of the lunge in your right leg, continue to bend. Right knee stacks over right ankle. Little to no weight in your back left palm. Create space in your right side rib cage by reaching towards the ceiling. Take a full inhale. Then exhale, low lunge. Frame your right foot with your palms. Inhale, soften your left knee. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your left foot towards your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, forward folds. Inhale, chair pose. Reach your arms overhead. You know where we're headed. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Squeeze everything towards one another. Inhale, mountain arrow. Extend long, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot back, right foot back. Drop your right knee if that feels good. Untuck your right toes. And then again, we'll take anything that you need here in this moment to acquaint yourself with this split leg position on the other side. For me, I like to bend out of, or rather straighten out of the bend in my left leg, stretch my left hamstring muscles, then re-bend into it, stretch my right hip, move in and out of that about 3 times. Just continue to explore sensations that we get to feel in our legs. And then coming back together as a class. If your right foot is untucked, go ahead and tuck your right toes, lift your right leg off of your mat, and then we'll set up for Warrior One. Spiral your right heel down at a 45-degree angle. Left knee stacks over left heel. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, and then hold and breathe here. Press down through your right foot, that barbershop image of spiraling. Allow that spiral sensation to pull your right hip forward as you drag your left hip back. Left knee over left heel. Continue to find your proper alignment. Soften through your chest as you extend long through your fingers. Take an inhale. Then exhale, Warrior Three arms while maintaining your Warrior One legs. Chest and arms work to be parallel to your mat. Continue to press through your right foot. I really feel activation and a nice stretch through my right calf muscle. And yeah, my left quad and leg is really working right now. Inhale, Warrior One, reach back overhead. And exhale, Warrior Two, open up to the right side of your mat. Again, continue to bend left knee over left heel. Press through the right edge of your right foot. And then option to bring your palms to your hips. Squeeze your hips so you can really feel that action of everything squeezing in towards one another. Lengthen your spine long and extend long through your arms. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach your left arm overhead, then hold and breathe. Check in and notice if you've pulled out of the lunge in your left knee. Continue to bend deeply. Little to no weight in our right arm as we rest it onto our right leg. Then create space in your left side rib cage as you reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Take a full inhale through your nose. Then exhale, high plank, or rather, exhale, low lunge. Frame your left foot with your palms. Inhale, bend your right knee. Then exhale, forward fold, step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward folds. And we'll find our sun salutation B, breath to movement here. Inhale, chair pose, reach your arms, sink low. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, mountain arrow, palms press, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, set up for Warrior One. Inhale, Warrior One, reach overhead. Exhale, Warrior Three, arms parallel your chest to your mat. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, frame your right foot. Inhale, soften your left knee. Exhale, forward fold, left foot meets your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, mountain arrow. Exhale, forward fold. How is your breath? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Set up for warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three, arms. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Frame your left foot. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot meets your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Connecting to our movement. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. You got this. Inhale, mountain arrow. Squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, left leg back. Left heel spirals down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three, arms. Can you reach longer? Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Frame your right foot. Inhale, bend into your left knee. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One last time. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, mountain arrow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right foot back. Spiral your heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior three, arms. Reach a little bit further. Yes, you can. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. Option to close down your eyes. Just take a few moments here, a few breaths, to notice all the differences that you feel in your body from the start of class. We've integrated, we've performed our Sun A, Sun B. We've achieved so many great postures, great breaths. We've overcome so much here in our class. Just find a moment of gratitude for that. Finding gratitude for our strong bodies, our strong minds. Gratitude for all of the shapes we get to experience. Blink your eyes open. Then we'll move into a short standing series here. Bring your palms onto your hips, your bony parts of your hips. Plant your weight into your left foot. Inhale, reach your right leg off of your mat. Bring your right knee in alignment with your right hip. Squeeze your hips towards one another, and then your left inner thigh. Imagine that squeezing in towards your right. And then from here, bring your right knee to the right side of your mat, and slowly bring it back to center. A lot of work here for this left leg, I know, but it's really important to strengthen. 2 more times like that. Open your right knee towards the right side. Slowly close it in. Just one more. Open it to the right. Slowly bring it back in. Shake that leg out, shake your left. We'll find that on the other side. Press your palms into your hips, squeeze everything in. Load your weight into your right foot, bring your left knee off of your mat, or left foot rather, off of your mat. Left knee in alignment with your left hip. Right inner thigh, imagine that squeezing in. It's so much strength to be developed there. From here, slowly bring your left knee to the left side of your mat. Slowly bring it back in. 2 more. Slowly bring it out. Squeeze everything in. Bring it back center. 1 more. Tell yourself you can. Slowly bring it out. Slowly bring it in. Awesome. Shake out your legs. Left foot. Load your weight into your left foot. Bring your right knee off of your mat. Slowly bring your right knee open, and then we'll find tree pose. So bring your right foot to your inner left thigh, or option to bring your right foot to your left calf. Then notice your right hip. If it's raised up, drop it down so it's level with your left. And you can keep your palms right here on your hips if that's grounding. Option to place your hands together at heart center. Or option to extend your arms overhead. Press your palms together. Find 1 point in front of you, your drishti, 1 point to gaze at to find balance. And slowly bring everything back in. Maybe help your right foot come back to parallel and stamp it down. Let's find that tree pose on our left side. Stamp down into your right foot, squeeze your hips, lift your left knee, and slowly extend it out. From there, tree pose. Left foot to your inner right thigh or your right calf. Notice if your left hip is up, drop it down so it's equal with your right. Option to stay here, palms on your hips, or option to bring your hands together at heart center. If this is feeling grounding in heart center, stay, or option to reach your arms overhead. Find 1 point in front of you and focus to find your balance. Slowly transition out. Option to grab your left leg, facilitate it back to that parallel position. Nice, beautiful work. We'll move into a short standing, or rather split leg lunge series here. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, mountain arrow. Squeeze everything towards one another. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back. So in our low lunge, stack your right knee over your right heel. Lift your left heel over the ball mound of your left toes. Engage your left glute muscle. Drag your right hip back. From here, inhale, crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms overhead. Then hold and breathe. Continue to bend deep into your right knee. Lift your left heel over the ball mound of your toes, sort of like that squat and curl position. We really need that flexion in our left foot. That's sort of like we're walking, we're pressing off. It's a great stretch to work on here in crescent lunge. Take an inhale, then exhale, bring your hands together at heart center, then bend deeply into your left knee. I really feel this left side working and turning on. as I'm deep into my lunge. Inhale here. Then exhale, twist towards the right. Keep your spine long. Press your thumbs into your chest. And it's okay if you don't twist deeply here. Even if you just twist a few degrees, the objective here is to find mental strength. It's really taxing on this left leg. It's a lot of core work to twist in this upright position. But tell yourself you're strong. Tell yourself you can. One more full round of breath. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms overhead. Maybe straighten your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Frame your right foot. There's a lot of good work there. Bend your right knee as it is. Then slowly bring your left knee to the outside of your right heel. Setting up here for a cross leg hip stretch. Place your right palm to the space behind your low back. Inhale, reach your arm overhead. Then exhale, twist. Option here, bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Or I like to use my left palm to pull my right thigh closer to my chest. Work to find both sits bones, so those pointy parts in your butt. Root down through your sits bones as you lengthen tall through your spine. 2 full breath cycles here. Slowly unwind out of that. Bring your palms to the left side of your mat, just a little counter. Doesn't need to be extreme. Just place your palms down. And slowly walk your palms to the top of your mat. Come into forward folds. Just take a moment here in forward fold. Bend your knees. Relax your back. And moving back into our vinyasa. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, mountain arrow. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot back. Right foot back. Left knee stacks over our left heel. Work to bring your right heel over the ball mound of your right toes. And from here, drag your left hip back. Inhale, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms overhead and hold and breathe. Commit to the lunge in your left knee. Again, really work to bring your right heel over the ball mound of your toes. Such a great stretch that we can facilitate here in our crescent lunge. It really helps our mobility as we walk, run, or any forward motion. Soften your ribs, lengthen your arms long. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands together at heart center, and then bend deeply into your right knee. You know how much you can work here as we did it on the other side. So commit to that space. Inhale, lengthen through your chest. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, it doesn't need to be an extreme degree of twist. We're working to challenge our back right leg, our back quad muscles, and then really our core as we just twist in this upright position. It's not easy, but continue to find your breath. Press your thumbs into your loving chest. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms Straighten your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Frame your left foot. Bring your right knee to the outside of your left ankle. Seated hip stretch here. Place your left palm to the space behind your low back. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, right arm overhead. Exhale, twist. You can hook your forearm onto your elbow press into your left thigh, where I like to use my palm to just gently pull my left thigh to my chest. And then we have our sitting bones, those really pointy, hard surfaces in our glutes and our butt. Really find those, especially your left side. It may be hiked up as you twist, so soften, pull out of your twist to ground down through your left glute, your left sits bone, and just work to lengthen your spine long. Two more breaths here. Slowly unravel out of that twist. Place both palms to the right side of your mat. Doesn't need to be an extreme counter twist. Just by placing our palms over here, we're getting the benefits of our counter twist. And slowly walk your palms to the top of your mat. Come into a forward fold. And again, just hang out here for 2 breaths. Bend your knees, relax your spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Final squat and curl here. Then notice how much more open our back can feel, how much more open your back feels from the start of our class. Slowly lower your heels to your mat. Come to a seated position. Lengthen your legs long. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, seated forward folds. So for this forward fold in class today, we'll work on lengthening our spine. So notice here, I'm bending my knees. This will help me continue to lengthen my low back. Flex your toes towards your knees. Then reach long through your chest. And this is where we're staying. If you're just here, holding on to your thighs, your hamstrings, whatever feels good. Maybe reach your palms towards your mat, or just continue to bend through your knees. Don't try to straighten them and then round over. Notice the difference it makes when I bend my knees. Take some stretch out of the hamstrings. And just work to lengthen our back. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, slowly rise up and come to lie on your back. Pull your knees in and stack your knees directly over your hips. Press your palms into your knees and pull your knees into your palms. And then, yes, this is a little core strengthening here as we start to round out our practice. So the objective here, lower your heels so they're in line with your knees, 90-degree angle. Feel your quads ignite as you pull your knees to your chest, but then your arm muscles, your palms, stop your knees from coming in. Notice how that lights up your core. 1 more round of breath. Lower your feet to your mat and set up for bridge pose. Bring your feet hip-width distance and your heels right close to your fingers. Press your palms into your mat. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips off of your mat. Then hold and breathe. Notice the diagonal you're creating from your knees to your shoulders. Avoid lifting your hips too high that you feel your ribs splay open. Maybe lower your hips so you can continue to find that core engagement, sort of like we just found when we were pressing our palms into our knees. One more round of breath here. And exhale, release. Lower your hips to your mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Capture your knees with your palms. And then massage your low back into your mat in a clockwise position. Just looking to allow our femur, our upper leg to fall into our hip socket as we massage our sacrum, our lower back into the mat. Then reverse that circle counterclockwise. Just gently massaging your low back into your mat. Pull your knees into your chest. Inhale. Then exhale, supine twist. Bring both knees to the left side of your mat. Option to cactus out your right arm. Make that goalpost shape. Option to place your left palm onto your right thigh. Just looking to rinse out, rehydrate our discs and our spine as we twist. This is such a beautiful gift we get to experience and give ourselves here. Twists are so good for the spine. Inhale, slowly pull both knees back into the center of your body. Then exhale, supine twist to the other side. Bring both knees to the right, cactus out your left arm. Right palm can ground down onto your left thigh. And just hold here and breathe. Notice if your breath is short. Work to find full inhales and exhales as we twist our beautiful spine. Inhale, pull your knees back center. Then happy baby. Capture the inside or the outside edges of your feet. Pull your hips down so the back of your hips, your low back, touches your mat. And then kick your feet towards the ceiling. This will activate your legs. Then use your arm muscles to pull your feet a little wider so your knees can come towards and reach towards your armpits. Maybe rock your right ear to the right side of your shoulder. Rock your left ear to the side of your shoulder, just releasing your neck. Breathe into your hamstring muscles, your hip flexors. Just allow your body to find some rest. Slowly pull your knees into your chest. Hug your arms around your shins. Bring your forehead to your knees. Squeeze everything in. Take a full inhale through your nose. Then exhale, Shavasana. Extend your legs out in front of you. Bring your arms to your sides. Then take up as much space as you need. Before we get too comfortable, find any wiggles, any movement that you need to get out. Bring your shoulder blades towards one another. Create a shelf for your heart. Slightly tuck your chin to your chest to lengthen the back of your neck. Close down your eyes. Relax the features of your face. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow your lips to part open and come back into a natural breathing pattern. I hope that you feel energetically different from the start of class. Thank yourself for all of the postures, the asanas, the breath, the love, and the energy that you gave yourself. It's such a gift to move our body. It's such a gift to carve out time out of our day to connect within. I'll leave you here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready to end your practice, you can guide yourself out. Just remember to take this infectious, beautiful, pure energy that you've created on your mat, off of your mat with you. Share it with those around you. And remember, you are a being of love and light.